Hello Tiger Cubs, welcome back to another interesting video with an interesting topic.
Ladies, I'm trying to do my work today.
The issue is, I have been sitting here for the last 30 minutes contemplating on how to start this. I got sucked into TikTok and then Instagram Reels for an hour. As you can tell, acne. We all have it, we all suffer from it. I want to say very few people have the privilege of not doing or have just been blessed with clear skin, and I was not like that. I was not. I personally was not blessed with clear skin at all. I think I started getting acne in about 13 or maybe like 11 or 12. Skin was super not oily. I think now my skin is dry, but maybe back then it was like kind of mild to oily. I honestly think growing up, my skin was kind of like on a pendulum. So okay, pretend that this is like normal skin and this is clear, this is like kind of acne, and this is like super acne, like super radioactive. I think my skin started here back in like I'd get like a few pimples here and here and there. High school, it'd get a little bit bad, and then I'd get on medication, and then it'd get a little bit better. Then when I was off the medication, it'd go back to high, and then lower, on and off medication, like kind of like a pendulum. Look, I'm not no Scientologist. I do not know the big words. Okay, I don't, but something like that. Acne. Did I ever lose any self-confidence growing up with acne? No, surprisingly no. I had the most highest, largest self-esteem that it would scare you how big and how crazy my ego was. My ego got so big that when we took a college tour to like KU, I thought all of them college boys wanted me so bad. Girl, I had forehead acne. Like I said, I had a pink. I had this little Pokemon pink sweatshirt where it was like pink, black, and then white on top, like a black stripe, and bleach blonde untoned hair. And when I was walking in there, I thought, oh my god, these boys cannot get their hands off of me. They want this tiny little 13-year-old body so bad. I don't know where I have this like crazy self-confidence that comes from. I don't know. I get really high highs and really low lows of self-confidence. Is that bipolarness? I'm not sure. Because you know that Anne Hathaway TikTok? Well, I don't know. It's not the Anne Hathaway TikTok, but you know this Anne Hathaway show where she is like bipolar, and like it shows like the crazy varying amounts of bipolarness that she has and that she experiences. I kind of feel that way. Look, I'm not no dentist, no nothing. Okay, I kind of feel that way with like my bipolarness, or not my bipolarness, my self-confidence, where I have really high self-confidence at some points, and I got really low self-confidence at some points. It really gets high and low. But yeah, acne was never really an issue. I think no, my god, even when I was on Accutane and I was during the purge.
Check it. That's some real queen shit right there.
The purging area of Accutane, I still had such high confidence. I was working at Marshall's at the time, and I for real thought every customer wanted me so bad. I thought them 34-year-old white moms and their husbands wanted to be with me so bad. I thought they were gonna introduce me as like, hey, me and my husband saw you across the bar. Like in high school, I think from the freshman to sophomore year, I'd only get like a pimple or two here, maybe like some forehead. At this point, it was not severe at all. It was not severe as how it is going to get to in my second half of senior year of high school. That's when shit hit the wall. The monkey doo-doo on the fan. Bad. Super bad. But when I was in high school, I used to go to a dermatologist when I believe I was in 8th grade, like beginning of 8th grade, because that's like when my acne really started getting like kind of hormonal, because you know, going through teenage years, going through puberty and all that. My doctor prescribed me something, I believe it was called Fetosudrin. I think I already told you I'll insert a picture, but if I didn't, I'll insert another picture right here. And we switched to like 2 different types. I remember there was like a blue pill and a green pill, but I would be on that medication for maybe about 5 to 6 months at a time, and then the doctor would be, then the dermatologist would be like, oh, your skin's fine right now, let's take you off of it. You'll be on tretinoin. I would be on those pills maybe 5 to 6 months at a time, and then my skin would be clear for, I swear to God, for a good 2-3 months, and then slowly once again it stopped popping back up. One pimple here, 2 pimples here, 3 pimples there. Immediately after maybe about 5, or no, actually about 3 months being off of it, then my doctor prescribed me yet again, and then the whole cycle would continue over and over and over again until he retired. In my junior year, I went to go see Dr.
Bleep.
She wasn't a doctor, I think she was like a nurse or something. And same thing happened with her. And my mom complained, saying like, why are you still sticking with her? Like, it's been almost like a year and a half and your acne still hasn't gotten better. And I'm like, okay, mom, I believe in science. Come on. I believe that this medication will work. It did not. Growing up, oh my, I don't know. I think this may be just ethnic parents, but it is like ethnic parents and grandparents. Ooh, they piss me off. You know how annoying it is to always hear them talk about your skin? Okay, I'm gonna be super vulnerable right now. Personally, I will never know that my skin is good until I get the approval from my grandma. I think from my mom's mom, from my grandma. My skin will never be good enough until I get her approval. Maybe since I was 13, every day since 13, well, almost every weekend. It's gonna sound too crazy, but growing up, that makes more sense. Growing up, but having to see her growing up in the teenage few years, growing up with acne, you know how constantly she would push on me trying new Vietnamese medication, not medication, like mask, egg white mask, turmeric mask. Oh, Tommy, it's because you always eat spicy food. Oh, she is so blunt. But you know, that's what I need. I don't need people in my life who are gonna be like, oh, you look good. Oh, your skin's so good. You look really cute. You look really pretty. No, I need people who will give me like real rough advice. Maybe it's how I grew up, but it's what I need. I don't need a bunch of yes men. I need people telling me it sounds so bad. I need people who are telling me what's wrong with me
You fugly piece
at
of
all times.
shit.
I need you to tell me like what I can correct and what I can fix. It sounds so bad, but I need to like it sounds so bad, it sounds so crazy, but it's what I need so that I can know that I can be and achieve to be a better person. My skin has always, and I don't find fault with my grandma because low-key she was right. I did have bad skin. Would I try her herbal or her like concoctions? No. I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna do a turmeric mask. Maybe it was like by an esthetician. Maybe I believe her. Okay, I'm not gonna believe some Vietnamese woman she saw on YouTube who claimed to have the cure of acne. Come on. I don't trust that. I don't trust her. She has like 3,000 viewers on YouTube. I do not trust that. I mean, look at me here with like 50 views. Okay, look at me here. Whatever. I just didn't trust it. I really don't trust it. I really do believe in medicine and science for my medication. Did I try to cut out sugar and dairy? I wasn't that much of an obviously I'm not that much of an eater. I'm not much of an eater, okay? I don't eat that much. Obviously, clearly, look at me, okay? But even the foods I did eat, it would just be like kind of like basic Vietnamese food like thịt kho yi chung or chicken and rice. Basically like that. My mom and my aunt, they're both of their theologies. Even my mom argued with the dermatologist saying, hey, so like my son has like been getting really bad acne. Do you think it's because it's all the spicy food he's been eating? And my doctor was like, actually no, there's actually no correlation to all the spicy food and acne that you get. And my mom was like, well, I don't think you know him that well. He just loves eating spicy food, and I think that's what a cause is. And then the doctor's like, no, not really. There's no really like scientific evidence. I could do my research, but actually let me do my research real quick. Does spicy food cause acne? Spicy food acne. There you go. Some studies suggest that spicy food may contribute to acne. Others have not found the association. And I will say, they always say this because my uncle on my mom's side had really bad acne like me. He had cystic acne, scarring tissue acne like me, or acne that's like you know, okay, what's it called when an acne pimple explodes and then like, acne scars, that's the word. He had acne scars as well, you know, really bad skin. But he's married and has kids, so I mean, he's fine. He's living life to the fullest. But I was always compared to him because we both had terrible skins growing up. Accutane. Yes, Accutane. Yes, Accutane. Yes, the miracle drug. The miracle acne drug with severe side effects. It is one hell of a drug. It was one super crazy ride for me. Okay, there will be side effects. Okay, I've been on the Accutane or isotretinoin as it is known now, but back then it was Accutane. Right now it's isotretinoin. Even when I was on it, it was still on isotretinoin about like 5 years ago. I did my research and I have the pictures right here to prove it. Right here, we're gonna go through a slideshow right now, and you will see my first year on Accutane.
I would've knew this day would come. We'd be standing one by one, with our future in our hands. So many dreams, so many plans. Always knew after all these years there'd be laughter, there'd be tears, but never thought I'd walk away with so much joy and so much pain. And it's so hard to say goodbye, but yesterday's gone, we gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the memories.
So, what is Accutane? Accutane, quote unquote, commonly known as isotretinoin, is a powerful medication used to treat severe acne, but it can also cause various side effects, both common and serious. Okay, common side effects include dry lips, skin, eyes, nosebleed, and photosynthesis. More serious side effects can include mood changes, depression, and potential birth defects. That's what Accutane basically is. Why was it Accutane? Let me show you. This was when I started taking Accutane, November 2020. Actually, no, sorry. I looked at the pictures dates again, October 2020. You see that? That was the skin condition that my skin was in to be on Accutane. At first, when I first started, I used to take, well, they gradually do it. I was first started off, I believe at like the 20 dosage, and then I slowly grew up to like 60 milligrams. I think the highest I was at would be 120 milligrams because I had like the pink pack. So it'd be like 120, it'd be like 60. I think that was during my either first or second round. I really cannot remember. That's the issue. But this is when I started every day. There's a lot of pictures, but I used to do this every day to keep track of my acne process. I would always take my phone and always be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pictures every day for as long as I can continue to do it, which I have full, very gradual documentation. Your first time in Accutane back in 2020, you know what they did? Every month I had to go and get my blood drawn every month. Nowadays, I guess they only draw your blood if you change dosage. Apparently, because oh my god, this snarky bitch, she was such a cunt. Why is that nurse or the person that you see before the doctor? She really is. She gotta give me attitude every time. Okay, I asked her I think it was like 2 or 3 appointments ago. I was like, hey, are you sure you don't need to I asked her hey, do I not need to a form to draw my blood or anything like that? Because remind you, January, February, I had to get my blood drawn those 2 months, but apparently March they had this sudden change of rule because I asked her. I said, hey, hey, do I not need a paper anymore? Cause I thought I was supposed to get my blood drawn, just check all the gloves. She said, no, you don't need to do that anymore. And I was like, are you sure? Cause I don't want to be rude about it, but I mean, girl, I've been on Accutane 3 times. I think I would know about this. I have to get my blood drawn every month. I would know this. She's like, no, you don't. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. First off, I'm gonna play it all nonchalant. She's gonna get the better of me. I'm gonna be like, okay, whatever you say. Now we only check your blood if you're going on a higher dosage, which you're not. And I'm like, okay, thanks. Whatever. Anyways, so the first time I was on Accutane, getting my blood drawn every month, and you would think being on it I think I was on October 2020 through, it looks like in my notes, September 2021. So I was on it for a pretty long time. And the reason I stopped it was because my doctor at this point, girl, we were not dealing with acne anymore. The issue that we were dealing with, that I had contracted, that apparently, actually, this is actually kind of common. If you really go on the Reddit, it is really common to get psoriasis during accutane. You will probably contract psoriasis. For the longest time, me and my doctors thought it was eczema until my new dermatologist did a biopsy and took a little piece of skin off and said, actually, I knew it. I mean, I've seen, like, checking by it, it's actually psoriasis instead of eczema. I was like, okay. Let me move out. In these pictures right here, you can slowly see where it starts to form and how it starts to form, okay? It started little by little. I didn't expect it. I really didn't. I was scared, I was shocked, I was surprised. What am I supposed to do? I thought it was just a little rash, a little scratch. I don't know. Having psoriasis, that, as you can tell, look again. Are you looking? Having that big patch of psoriasis form on your forehead, it didn't hit me until it was too late. It did not hit me until it was too late. It really didn't. It was so bad. It was flaky, itchy, and all the things above. Or I think June of 2021, that's when the dermatologist like noticed like a big thing too, and that's when we started to take topical steroid to treat it. And it did treat it. But if I were to be off that topical steroid one day, I swear to God with you, it would slowly get better. That's the thing. Your doctor wants you to clear up that psoriasis with that cream and then kind of test how long to kind of untrain your skin to not be so reliant or dependent on it. So my doctor would tell me like, hey, I gotta stop saying doctor because she wasn't a doctor. My nurse, you know what type, nurse practitioner, PA, something like that. I don't know. Okay, I really don't know. But she said to, once your skin is clear with the psoriasis patches, then see how long you can go without it to train your skin to not be so dependent on it. She was worried about that too. It is a real thing. Your skin can be dependent on those steroids if you have psoriasis. So at that point, you're really choosing like the devil's butthole. How is that? What's that saying go? It's like picking the better two of the buttholes. Butthole. Picking better of the two something. I can't picking the devil's toe. It was, I can't remember. It was like devil and picking. I can't remember what it was. Choosing the right side of the ladder. I don't know. You can either be reliant on the steroids, or I didn't know this at the time, but there is an injection called Trat, which I'm on right now, that you inject by yourself. I don't know if it's real back then, but you can inject it into yourself and it will help clear away all the psoriasis. After September 2021, that's when I finally got off of Accutane. I really didn't have acne. I did have some acne scars, not like deep pitted scars, but like kind of like visible, like surface level scars that can be like gone away with like vitamin C and hyaluronic acid. And like, you guys need to really shut up about this, because this comes back into play too. You know the reason why I have this by my bedstand, this big jar of Vaseline. I went to Korea to try and become a K-pop idol. It did not work out. I was with a lot of men instead, so whoopsies, my bad. Okay, I got distracted. Whoopsies. The reason why I got this was because my eczema was so bad that if I did not use a moisturizer, I need something thick and gluteus to glupe on. I was looking through the Reddits, how to treat eczema, how to do this, blah, 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 blah. They suggested this, Vaseline. And look, it's Korean too, so you know I'm not lying. I wouldn't lie about this. See? Hangul? Yeah, don't think you can read Korean, bitch. But every night, I would apply the Astro Barrier cream, and I would apply a thin gluteus layer of Vaseline on my forehead and on my sideburns, because that's where I had it too. I'd always have it on my sideburns under here, and it was so weird. And yeah, did it work? Sometimes it really did not. Oh my god, I honestly, I want to like kind of cry a little bit. Oh my god. Because I remember the feeling of being so upset and being so annoyed of having, because like that psoriasis, now that I know it's psoriasis, but I used to call it eczema, that psoriasis, no matter how many times I would do it, it would always come back no matter what. Thank God, at least like the big patch became smaller and smaller to handle. At this time, I was literally beating my skin barrier with a freaking stick. I was back then, I was a true believer. Like, if my skincare is hurting, like if I'm washing my face and my skin hurts, that's because it's working. And the second time I got an Accutane was November of 2022 through about May of 2023. So from, I remember this one instance. I went to a dermatologist in Orlando and they prescribed me. I told them like, yeah, I used to be on like 120 milligrams of Accutane, but and she was like, oh, you know what? Yeah, let's actually prescribe you with that first. Yeah, looking at your skin, let's start you there first. Back in 2023, I went to Vietnam because I was possessed and I did not have enough Accutane to take over there because I was gonna be there for like 3 months. I did not have enough acne to cover everything, like covered like 3 months worth of Accutane. Because Accutane, if you know it, they send you 1 month at a time. 1 month at a time. I don't know how this is like how dermatologists work in Vietnam, but from my memory, think of like a little building right here, and then around it are like little doctor's office. And when I went to like the littlest doctor's office, okay, I remember this specifically because I remember what song was playing at the time. I was sitting in the waiting room waiting for the doctor while my one of my family members. I remember because the two girls next to me, they were playing SZA's Kill Bill at the time. It was one of the most popular songs. But when it was our turn to go to speak with the doctor, I told her like, yeah, I was actually like usually like 120 milligrams. Like, we cannot prescribe you that. That is too high of a dosage for you. I was like, well, I mean, I'll just take whatever high dosage that you can give me. And she gave me like a whole like I think she gave me like 60 milligrams for it. So yeah, you can get acne isotretinoin in Vietnam. That's cool. No, that was my little story of what happened. Guess what came back during that trip? Yep, the eczema came back even worse than ever. So annoying, and it was growing bigger and bigger. And it was so sad. I had this little tube, like it was like a little Zyroff cream, and I only brought one tube with me because that's all they gave me as a free sample. I should have asked for more, but I didn't, and I should have. I was so stupid. I should have done it. And the issue was that, oh my god, I had like the little tube. I was using it every day already, and I already had a little tube, so I had to like make it last for 3 months. It did not. Man, I at some point I thought, fuck it, I'm gonna have psoriasis, whatever. But yeah, I think my second run of Accutane ended about May of 2023, like a month after my grandpa died, after my sister's graduation. She was all really cool, but she scheduled me to like, let's schedule you in a year and let's see how your acne is, but let's just focus on your psoriasis. I'm gonna just keep giving you like steroids, and maybe that'll like help, clear it. Your skin looks great right now, but let's check back in a year. I'm like, okay, cool. It wasn't until, because that was in 2023, end of 2023, December of 2023, beginning of 2024. At this point, my acne, like I said, acne came back. My skin was clear for like a month. Couple months go by. June, July, August. Skin is starting to see some resurgence of acne. And then it starts getting really bad, and then I start getting eczema again. And that's when the whole acne, it slowly came back, but it wasn't hitting me that hard that like my skin was like getting super bad. I was thinking, oh, I mean, at this point, I was still doing tretinoin at night, doing all my moisturizer, doing all my skincare, tretinoin at night, skin peeling, washing my face, wearing sunscreen in the morning. July to August of 2024 is when my skin has gotten so bad. At this point in time, none of the usual topical creams were working. I guess my skin was building a resistance to it. So then at this point, I thought, you know what, at this point, my mom's right. I'm going to go see another dermatologist about this. So I went to another dermatologist, and she suggested, you can do steroids, but I don't think that's gonna work for you in the past. So we have pills that you could take every day, or an injection that you can take every 2 weeks, and then gradually like you'll be off of it like 4 weeks, and slowly over time you'll take it like less and less. I was like, okay, give me the self-injection. I'd rather do that. I'm so sick of taking like 8 pills a day, because at this point I was taking 4 collagen pills, 1 Men's Health a day. I was taking Accutane as well at the time, so 2 pills and 1 prep pill. So I was taking 8 pills a day. It does kill your liver. It really, really does. It really does hurt your liver so much. And I was doing all that at the same time. Oh my gosh. My skin did not really get better until I want to say this year, like January to February, March of this year. That's when I like really noticed like I don't have to use any of the steroids or topical creams or anything like that. I was taking Skyra at the time. It was not working, so then we switched to Taltz. Taltz is my miracle lifesaver of injections to help psoriasis. It really was. Really, really was the best injection I could do at home. I mean, you saw me in like my other vlogs. You can see my injecting myself too. It's really not that bad. Okay, this I can get away with it this way. It's fine. Okay. Now. Take this off. Oh god, I hate this. I'm gonna get the band-aid ready. As you really think. Like, I like hype myself up because you know I hate needles so bad. You would think having to get your blood drawn every month, almost every month for the last 5 years, I get over it. No, I still get scared, and I still ask him politely, because you should guys do that too. Ask politely, hey, are you able to inject me, like countdown, please? Can you please do it in countdown from 3, 2, 1, go? And it really does help, and breathing out helps too. It really does. I don't know. Like, it relaxes your muscles. Third round of Accutane. It was from February of 2025 through June. Oh, it's still ongoing. Well, right now it's June 20th, 2025. But the reason I did start it back in December, but I was on it for like maybe like 20, 30 days, and then I had to get my wisdom teeth taken out, and then just a side note, your dermatologist will get mad at you or will get angry at you. I'm mixing prescription because I was on a lot of ibuprofen and a lot of painkillers for my thing, and then they said, well, you know what? You have to like take a month break before we do anything else before you get back on Accutane again. So I was like, okay, whatever. I got kind of sucked into the Accutane or isotretinoin on Reddit last night. Oh my god. Apparently, even if you're on it like 3 or 4, like 2, 3 or more rounds, your acne will still come back. That's what pisses me off about this. Like, it won't be as bad, but it'll still be manageable. Honestly, I'm fully expecting it to, like, there are two types of people. There are people saying, yeah, my acne, there's one type 1 person, yeah, my acne's like, it's really good. Like, I've been on it for like 2 years. I've never had a pimple. Like, ever since my second round of Accutane. There are people, I'm actually doing another round of Accutane, and it's been like 5, 8 years since my second one initially. So I mean, everyone, like I said, every body is different. Every body's is different in how it reacts to the medication. It really is. Mine, it just wasn't that good. I needed 3 rounds. That's how bad it was. Maybe because my sessions were too short. I think I'm gonna try and go for as long as I can. I'm a beg her, like, please, let me just be on Accutane for as long as I can. I really don't care if it messes up my liver. I'd rather have clear skin and not have to wash my face. Oh my god, I love being on Accutane so much. I love it so much. I love being on Accutane. Girl, I don't have to wash my face. I don't have to wash my face for like 3 days, and I will not get a pimple. It is so amazing. I could literally sleep in my makeup, a full beat face makeup, and wake up the next day with no acne at all. My hair is, well, actually my hair is like kind of oily. That's because I put so much like product in it, like a hair mask and like hair oils. Like, normally my hair is so dry. I mean, they say it's brittle, but like, it's dry, and it's like, it's fun and fluffy. It's so amazing. I love those perks of Accutane so much. I love it. Don't be afraid of skin purging.
Oh my god, it's Tommy's skin purging. At least I know what the doctors always say. It gets better. It gets worse before it gets better. So, just wait it out.
Don't be afraid of looking ugly. You have to keep putting yourself through. People always don't want to start Accutane because of the skin purging. I always believe, the faster you do it, the faster it will be over with. The earlier you do it, the earlier you will be done with it. That's what I say about skin purging. Honestly, it really never bothered me about skin purging, because honestly, I always thought, even when my skin was purging, I thought I was hot shit. My confidence was really not that bad. But like I said, you know, it varies. So there was sometimes like, I'm still hot and I'm still sexy. And then I'd be like, oh my god, my skin is such a disgrace. Ooh, I will say this. When I was skin purging, when I was in Vietnam, there was a big, massive cystic pimple right here on my left, above my left eyebrow right here. I popped that shit in Vietnam. I popped that cystic acne in Vietnam, and it was one of the most best feelings in the world. Oh, to just squeeze out all that yellow pus, blood. Well, and blood was later on, but to squeeze that yellow pus, it was such the most orgasmic feeling that you would never be able to experience unless you had, like, you can pop someone else's cystic acne, like big deal. But when it's your own cystic acne, and it just like feels it hurts, but like it's just like so interesting because it's your body that's doing that. That's a crazy thing. It was so like, whoa, love that experience. I think that was like it was my only 1/6 acne. Nowadays, if I get a 6 acne, right here and right here, were my like last two 6 acnes, I went and got like a hydrocortisone shot. I got them in like November of 2024. It does The scarring did not go away until just recently, until May of 2025. So yeah, just do the skin purging. My god, everyone has acne. You're gonna feel like shit for a while, but then think of like the clear skin that you'll get. Drinking, don't do it. Do not drink at all. Did I drink? Yes, I did. But now and then, if I don't go out, I'm not gonna drink. First off, do not do tretinoin because your skin is already thin. Do not think. I thought it was so okay. I thought because during my purging era, I thought, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put on tretinoin to like help the process go faster. Don't do it. Don't do it. Your skin knows what it's doing. If you put on tretinoin while on Accutane and you're in the purging area, your skin will even get more frail and more fragile, more sensitive. Do not do that to yourself. Okay, really don't. Prep is already fucking up my liver. Accutane's fucking up my liver. Whatever. I'd rather have clear skin. I could go without a liver. Maybe my hair did get thinner, but at the same time I was bleaching my head, bleaching my hair with 30 to 40 volume developers. So, yeah, should not be doing that. I see that people are taking fish oils and eat one spoonful of peanut butter to help with the dilation or help with the process of Accutane. I didn't do that personally because I kind of get too lazy to eat and too lazy to take another pill. Really, you want me to buy another pill already? I'm not doing that. I'm already too lazy. I don't want to mix up all the medications that I'm on right now, so not for me. From Accutane, you will have to most likely you will have to take Accutane more than 2 times. Personally, for me, my first round of Accutane, I had bloody noses, dry lips, and psoriasis. That was it. That's something I could just live with. It wasn't even that bad. I mean, did I feel like shitty at times personality-wise? Yeah. But did I also think I was super hot? Yeah, as well. So, I mean, we all have different takes and balances of what we can deal with. Mine was I can deal with all that. I still rather deal with all that and not to deal with acne personally. Ooh, it's important for all you people out there. Do not take doxycycline and Accutane at the same time. It will cause your brain to enlarge and press on your brain, and that's not good. Yeah, that's a tip from me, okay? If you're on Accutane and take doxycycline for other stuff, do not take it at the same time. That's not good. If you're looking to get an Accutane, look at the pros and cons. If you really do want to start Accutane and you're worrying about the side effects, take a lower dosage. Ask for a lower dosage because the effects are not as bad when you are on a lower dosage, like maybe like 10 or 20 milligrams. Okay? Put yourself first.
I didn't realize it, but looking back, I did not add this, and this is the last thing I want to complain about, which is it pisses me off so much. Everyone's talking about, oh my god, the reason why I want to make this whole video, well, I did want to make it earlier because, you know, that was one of the first YouTube videos I want to do. But I keep seeing about people talking about Accutane nose. Oh my gosh, you'll get an Accutane nose. Your nose will get so skinny and snow snatch after you take off Accutane. It pisses me off because that is so freaking untrue. I was on Accutane 2 times. My nose does not shrink like that. It does not shrink. You mean to tell me, oh my god, you seriously mean to tell me your nose went from wide bulbous nose to a little snatch, little Cindy Kimberly nose? Are you serious? That is so not true. Girl, just admit you got plastic surgery. Just admit you got a nose job. Okay? I'm sorry. Just admit it. Okay? Don't lie to your audience. It is not possible. I swear. Okay, girl. Maybe I'm Asian or something, like I don't know, okay? I don't want to put the race card in it, but I think I might have to at this point. It does not work. I swear it does not work like maybe like if anything, maybe like a centimeter difference. Like a centimeter or anything else, but anything other drastic change, girl, you went to Turkey when you got an Accutane, if anything. God. But this video didn't have a proper ending, but thank you for watching the video.
Thank you. Look at my skin right now. Thank you. Thank you, little cubs. Thank you for watching the video, cubs. Or tiger cubs. Thank you.